Hello, Facebook. It has been 2 times since I've gone live this week, and I am excited to talk to you. So, first and foremost, if you follow my page, my name is Julianne, and I have been a Beachbody coach for 5 years. Tomorrow, what? In the actual heck, that is so cool. And I love it. It's been amazing. If you know a little bit about my story, I was just feeling stuck, and I just wanted more. And it got in the best shape of my life. But anyway, I know a lot of coaches follow me. I know a lot of people who are in other MLMs follow me. And I just want to create a conversation. Hello, everybody. I think that, I just think having a conversation is everything. So if you're on, go ahead and click like. I'm specifically talking to you. It was just recently announced that Advocare, which has no association with Beachbody, is shutting down their MLM compensation plan. In the sense, I'll explain it in a second, but they're still having their distributor compensation plan. And I'm going to break and tell you what that means. And then what does this mean for Beachbody? If you're a coach, what does that mean for you? And how do you navigate this? Because I think a lot of people can live based on scarcity and can live based on fear. And that is just not how I live. And I just want to create this conversation. Anyway, I hope you're having a great Saturday. Let's go ahead and get into it. So my thoughts on this, and again, it's my thoughts, but I want to have this conversation. So Advocare is something I've never been interested in. I never tried, whatever. Actually, when I first started Beachbody 5 years ago tomorrow, a lot of people in the school I taught at were doing a lot of Advocare, the Spark thing, whatever. I'm not here to talk down about it. I just wasn't interested in it because when you love something, and I felt like Beachbody to me was the total solution. And what I mean by that, and this is across the board for any MLM, is I'm not just looking at a product. I think people hide behind their products 100%. I think people sign up to do MLMs and they don't know how to do it right. I think people are signing up for MLMs and they just want to make money fast. I don't know what, I can just sell this product. People will buy it from me. And I just never was like that with Beachbody. For me with Beachbody, it was man, these workouts are real. They're real and I need to lose weight. So that made sense to me. And then Shakeology, when you read the ingredients, you were like, oh, this is fuel. This is 70 plus superfoods that are helping my brain function. There isn't crap in here. And when you look at the ingredients of other, especially wellness, nutrition, and fitness, I'm specifically talking about, I'm sure if those of you who are doing makeup, it's the same thing, same thought in that world, which is a world I'm not a part of. So I'm relating it to health and wellness. So for me, and then the biggest thing about Beachbody, however, Beachbody didn't create this, was the community. Our people created this. My mentors, what I've done with Happy and Fit was a vision I had that the people matter. And I don't want to just hide behind a product, but I want to be a part of something bigger than myself. And for me, starting 5 years ago, I had this vision of a team, this vision of a group of people who really cared about fitness and they really cared about nutrition. And not only that, and I think this is the difference between what I do and so many other people don't do, but do, is that navigating through personal development and really working on your mindset, really talking about hard things. And so I just felt like Beachbody is, I still feel this way, the total solution when it comes to self-care. And meaning it's our vital behavior is personal development. What the heck? That's amazing. A vital behavior is moving your body. That's incredible. I love working. Someone gave an advice to someone the other day as they're gaining weight in pregnancy of you know what, girl, I gained 80 pounds and it took me 10 years to get rid of my baby weight. You're fine. And I'm I wouldn't take advice from her. I want to take advice from someone who moves their body, cares about their body, doesn't wait 10 years to move their body because it shouldn't take that long. I want to surround myself and link arms with people who, they want to be healthy and active and happy and just thriving and just not complaining. And that's just what I want to surround myself with. So when all these people were doing Advocare around me or whatever, I just never had interest in it, because not just because of the products, which honestly the ingredients of the products I didn't align with. When you start to understand what actual ingredients can do for you and all that kind of thing. But it was never an interest, even though I felt like everyone around me was doing it. There was just something about Beachbody where I was like, I believe in this so hard. Like this is amazing. And it's always been that way. I've always had this like relentless faith with it. So there's that. But so Advocare just announced that they're shutting down their MLM piece. And I want to explain this and what this means to you if you're part of an MLM. One, do you have faith in what you do? Like, please, if you have massive faith in what you do, can you not like be so scared of the world? It's kind of like watching the news every single day and watching all these homicides and hearing about all these accidents. Like you would never want to go out of your house. And I think social media blows things up so much and has created such scarcity. So many people to me over the last 5 years. Well, what if this shuts down, Julianne? What, like you're taking all these leaps, like what happens? And my answer would always be like, one, I don't see that happening. But two, if it did, the skills I've learned, the transformation that I've had, I wouldn't trade it for a single thing. Like the way my mind works now, the leaps and risks I've taken have taught me so much grit that I don't work like that. Like I don't live my life based on certainty. And I think people cling to certainty. And for me, it's like, I don't need certainty in order to thrive. I've done a lot of uncertain things, but like it makes me feel the most alive and it's grown me the most. So I don't have that fear, but people will breathe that into you. And it's so important. So whatever company you're a part of, do you have faith in that whatever you're doing, that's not all of you, that there's so much more to you, that you've learned so much more, and that if they're like, it's like people go to jobs that get fired all the time or let go. I grew up in Peoria, Illinois, and Caterpillar, so many people got laid off. They had worked there for 35 years and lost everything. And it's like nothing is guaranteed, but wouldn't you rather every single day take steps towards becoming a better person and knowing that you can trust yourself enough that you would be fine? So I don't even have an unwavering faith of how I live my life, because the way I live my life, it is just like, it's helped me so much. So again, Advocare and Beachbody are not connected. I'm talking about Advocare. So Advocare just announced that they're shutting down their MLM, but they're keeping their distributor. And what this means, you guys, is that they're in scarcity. They're not doing well. They're not thriving. So they need to worry about their money, right? A company I'm a part of is $1 billion company that is the total solution. Every MLM does not compare to Beachbody when it comes to health and wellness. Even not an MLM like Tone It Up. Tone It Up is like a huge thing on Instagram. Well, you know what? They might have the community. They might have the products. I would have to look at the ingredients, but they don't have the compensation plan. They have raving fans, and that's why they're doing well, right? But they can't complete the solution for someone. Advocare, they don't have the fitness that I have, the fitness that takes real hard work. And honestly, like the nutrition it's not even comparable. A lot of people want to cheapen ingredients to make more profit. Well, when you do things cheaply, things are going to happen. Things are going to collide, right? And they don't have the community. I've never seen it. I've never seen like the tribe of people. Like I'm leaving to go to Chicago next week with a group of women because of Beachbody. Like there's just something different. So anyway, what it means that they're shutting down their MLM is that they're not doing well, is what that means. So they're keeping the distributor. What does that mean? Basically, the only way someone who works for Advocare, I don't even want to say works for Advocare because I don't feel like I work for Beachbody. I work for myself and I use products of Beachbody, but I think other quote unquote distributors think they're working for a company. So distributors, I shouldn't put words in people's mouths, but it just seems like that. When I'm looking at social media, they're branding that company so much and not branding like, what do you offer? I want to hear what you offer, girl. Like your voice. I want to work with you. Like, tell me about your tribe. Oh, you don't have one? No, thank you. Right? Like I want to work with someone who is like actively pursuing a healthy lifestyle. But anyway, so anyone they help with a product, they'll still get commission. And this is where I think like MLM is amazing, multi-level marketing is amazing, is because we don't just work based on commission. And I think that like when you go to a job, you sign a contract and that's it. That's kind of like commission where it's like, that's all you're going to have. So people who are working with Advocare, I want to say for Advocare, but I don't view myself working for Beachbody ever. I partner with, and like, it's kind of like this. I provide and help people, and I have $1 billion company backing me up, meaning I have a company that helps me with my websites, helps me with packaging and shipping, helps me with payroll, like helps me with all that stuff, right? I have a billion-dollar company backing me up, but it's me. Like, I'm leading the crusade I want to lead, and Beachbody hasn't taught me that, but I freaking love Beachbody. Anyway, so distributors of Advocare can still make commission. I wouldn't want to do that, to be honest. Like, that's just banking on whoever comes through your doors. When you're a personal trainer, you're just banking on whoever your clients are for that day. And if people get sick, or if there's a snowstorm, or someone has a baby or whatever, like, you're going to lose out on money, or you're going to be exhausted, or you're just constantly banking on everything. It just seems like a lot. And so the MLM, multi-level marketing compensation plan, is whatever happens in your organization, and this is why they shut this down, we're going to give you a piece of that. The company, they're going to give you a piece of that. So for example, for Beachbody, where they're like, hey, Julianne, and you have to work for this. You guys, my superintendent, when I quit my teaching job, he's like to Eric, I hope Julianne got in early. Dude, it doesn't work like that. When you actually know what you're talking about, it doesn't work like that. A lot of people who joined me 5 years ago who are still in this are making $0 because they're not doing shit. Just saying. But like, it doesn't work like that. You don't just make money. Like, and I don't know why people think that. You have to put in work. When you don't go to work, you get fired. When you don't go to work, like, nothing's going to happen, right? Like, you have to go to work. And that's why, like, I own that everything I've freaking have done has been from hard work, my skill and diligence, and relentless belief. But anyway, like, so anything I've made, or anything in my organization that makes $300, for every $300, right? I'm additionally, on top of commission, I'm making money. And that's residual income in this. And when you massively care about people, and by the way, I don't know why people are so weird about money, where it's like, I don't want to use you. Like, I don't feel that way. Where I'm like, we're all getting fit together. We might as well get paid together. Like, we're all changing our lives together. We might as well make a business out of this. And it's not just me making money on my team. And like, that's another thing I would want to know, where it's like, okay, sweet, you're successful, but like, show me other successful people, not just financially. Like, for me, wouldn't it be really weird that I tell you I lose 35 pounds, but I've never helped one person lose a pound? That would be so strange to me. And I think people are just selling products and leaving. How I do it, and what I do with Beachbody is, hey, look at what I'm doing, join me or don't, like, but I'm going to still do this because this is changing my effing life. And you know what? If you like what I'm doing, here, you can get your own box. I'm going to keep mine, but like, you can get your own, and let's just do this together. But I'm not here pushing. My job starts when someone buys something and starts something from me. And I think a lot of people view business of like, their job is done as soon as someone buys something from them. That's the difference. So Advocare is shutting down that whole, like, whatever the whole store makes, whatever your whole organization makes, we're going to pay you money, because they're running out of money. They're not doing well. So they have to figure this out and do all that. So then I see people are like, oh my gosh, like, what about Beachbody? Like, whatever. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? By the way, I don't think everyone's doing that, but if they were to, like, let me speak life into you, please. Like, you have the total solution. You have the total solution. Advocare is not even anything like Beachbody. It's not. And if you're an Advocare person, I'm not dissing you. I'm just telling you the truth in my own opinion. Like, what I'm a part of has everything. Like, my community, my tribe, they're for life. And they're amazing. And they're people I want to partner with in life. Is anyone on here today? Or are you just listening to me rant or what? I'm just trying to say and help you understand, especially if you're a Beachbody coach. Let me pour this belief in you. A $1 billion company that is so people driven and not product driven. We are lifestyle driven. We are about ending the trend of obesity. We are about helping people with real health. Like, we really want to help binge eaters and emotional eaters and people who are struggling with eating disorders. We really want to encourage people who have 100 pounds to lose, that they can do it. We have so many amazing tools that have reduced blood pressure, right? That have helped people live healthier and happier lives. One of my friends, her dad, all of his friends are getting on more medications. And as he's been drinking Shakeology for years, 10 years, he's getting off his medications. And I'm like, that just speaks volumes. Like, that just, like, it's real health, real people, real results. No quick fix. It's a lifestyle. So I just wanted to bring this clarity to you that I don't think there's scarcity in this. There's no downside to health. But when you're doing this the right way, it's so different. And it's just unfortunate for all of the people who've partnered with Advocare that is happening. And so for anyone who's in an MLM, like, don't be scared and have people breathing life or like this, like not life, the scarcity into you. Do you really stand behind how you live your life? And then you have products that help you have a better quality of life. You don't work for anybody if you're part of an MLM. You work for you. But do you have this belief and faith in what you're doing, why you're doing it, and who you're doing it with? For me, I'm being backed up by $1 billion thriving company because we care so hard about how people live in a healthy way. So those are my 2 cents. Advocare and Beachbody have nothing to do with each other. But since it's MLM, people are either judgmental, they breathe scarcity, or they've quit, or like whatever. I just don't think, why would you take advice to someone, that's what I said before, that said, oh girl, you're fine, who never worked out in pregnancy, who took them 10 years to start working out after their babies. I don't want advice from someone like that when I don't want to live like that. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I look for people who are doing it and walking the talk. So friend, I hope this helped you today. Thank you for watching, and you're amazing.